Hello, everyone. I'm Jean-Claude at BeyondMystic, and welcome to this deep woo-woo episode entitled Divine Feminine Oracles. Tonight, of course, is the Valentine and Romance special with Julie and Sophie. You can find their work here on Maison Jupiter on YouTube and also on the web at maisonjupiter.com. Julie and Sophie, welcome back to the show.
Hey.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Very good. Very good.
You guys all excited to talk about romance and Valentine's?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us here tonight on this live interactive show. As the title says, we are going to be looking at everything that has to do with romance here for the month of February. We are tonight, of course, triple casting on Maison Jupiter, JeanClaude and BeyondMystic, and also on Sending Ravens. Janine will be joining us shortly here a little bit later on the show. She does have another episode recording right now with Ashley, and she's going to be joining us because we're going to do a special segment, a special reading for her and her romantic future. So she's really excited about that, and we're excited to share that with you guys as well. So let's start. Julie, explain to the audience here what we're going to do through the 12 zodiac signs to begin with. We're going to do probably a special announcements halfway. We'll get into some Q's and A's for both you guys and Sophie from the audience. So the audience, maybe for the second part of the show. But Julie, explain a little bit here how we're going to develop the first 20 to 30 minute segments of the show today.
Yeah, so first of all, today is the end of Mercury retrograde, but usually it's kind of the worst when it goes retrograde on the day of and when it goes direct again. So we're on that day, so we had a little glitch right before coming live. Yeah, it's the end of it, so everybody's going to be very happy about it, I think, because it's going to get communication and electronics much more easier, communication flowing more in a harmonious way. So I think it's going to be a lot better for that. And yeah, we're stepping away a little bit from the usual news. So we're trying to bring, I think, a lighter topic. I think everyone needs that today. So let's try to bring some love.
Yes, indeed. There's a lot of hard topics to cover this week, of course, with everything happening. And we thought tonight, let's talk about our personal romances and our personal relationships, how all of that might transpire here for the month of February. Now, Julie, tell the audience here, what are the two major alignments here that will be with us for the whole month of February? And also explain to the audience who might have already picked up their own personalized birth chart with you, how to follow along with us here tonight.
Okay, so yeah, we're going to talk about a very interesting alignment tonight, which is Mars and Venus moving together the whole month of February. So it's going to be a very good energy for finding love, for rekindling the flame if you're already in a relationship. And if you're single, it's going to be a great time, a great month, I think, to find to connect with new people, meet new people. So we're going to go through the 12 signs to help you figure out where you have the most chances of finding love if you're single, or what to do to rekindle the flame if you're already in a relationship, or maybe in another complicated situation, who knows? So we're going to get through the 12 zodiac signs, and Sophie's going to pick some cards for us. So yeah, you were asking how to know in which house to look according to your own birth chart. So I'm just going to bring the chart to the screen.
Okay, hold on. There you go.
Whoops.
I have to say that it is a lighter subject for now, but you know what? It is the highest vibration, and we all need a break, and we all need high vibrations. So by just spending an hour looking at high vibration love, we can change the vibration in general in our life, and this could be really good for us.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. And as you were saying that, we had 1,444 listening.
I know, I saw that.
I love it. We're gonna do a show on the 144 at some point here in the future.
Yeah.
So yeah, very well said, Sophie. Appreciate that. And Alexandra says, yes, Sophie, you're right. Absolutely. JC, Sophie's mic is a little too loud. Okay, let me see if I toi, touche à rien sur ton côté, Sophie, je vais m'en occuper de mon côté. Okay, I'll try to fix that from my end. And yes, somebody was saying everybody's having troubles tonight with their live stream. Something about the retrograde, maybe. The worst of it is here tonight.
Yeah.
So we were having some sound issues just before we went. So I'm going to try to adjust that a little bit here for Sophie. Okay, so Julie, explain here the 2 signs that people need to look for and how they can find that on their chart, and then we'll get started.
So first of all, if you want to know what area of your life is going to start moving forward again, so you can look at Mercury, which is the planet here. You can see it in yellow right now. So in order to know in which house it is according to your own birth chart, you can look at the sign of Capricorn. So right now, Mercury is in the sign of Capricorn for everybody in the sky. So just look at this symbol right here. This is the symbol for the sign of Capricorn. And you can look at the end of the sign of Capricorn, very close to the little waves, which is the sign of Aquarius. So really close to Aquarius, but still in the sign of Capricorn. This is here, it's Pluto, and next to it is Mercury. So you can look at which house it falls, but we're gonna go through all houses. So I suggest you listen to your rising sign first, and then you can also listen to your sun sign for the predictions for romance. And second alignment that you can look for in your own birth chart is the Venus and Mars conjunction, which is right here in the sign of Capricorn also. So you have Venus here at 11 degrees right now, and you have Mars very close to Venus at 7 degrees. So look, first of all, around 7 degrees in the sign of Capricorn still. So it's about 1/3 of the sign of Capricorn, so here. And then they're going to be moving together until they hit the 25th degree, so about here of Capricorn. So you can look at that whole part of Capricorn where it falls, because sometimes you have one part in one house and one other part in one other house. So I'm just going to go through the 12 signs, and you can listen to the house it correlates with your birth chart. Okay,
very good. So which sign are we starting with first?
So we're starting with the sign of Aries.
All right.
So if you're in Aries rising, so if that symbol is on your left here on your birth chart, it means you're in Aries rising. So it should fall, Mars and Venus should fall in your 10th house. So we're going to do the predictions right now for 10th house, Venus and Mars. So if you're in Aries rising, so you have a big possibility to find love at work, because 10th house has to do with career, it has to do with work. So work and career spheres. Also, it makes you very magnetic in your public life, because 10th house is also the house of public life. And you have Pluto there too. So it means you're very magnetic and people are drawn to you with your energy and your presence. So Mars is your ruler, and Venus is the ruler of your 7th house, so the house of partnerships. So it's a really good time during the month of February for you to find a long-term partnership. If you have already one, it's going to be a really good month to rekindle the passion with this partnership. So what do you think, Sophie?
Yeah, and with the house 7 with the Pisces, isn't it the energy of like fairy tale and really romantic? And
Pisces is here in the 12.
In the 12. Okay, I heard 7. That's my mistake. Okay.
No, I meant that Venus is the ruler of their 7th house.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, and because the sign of Aries is ruled by the planet Mars, and the 7th house is ruled by the planet Venus, when Venus and Mars are together, it means that it's a really good energy to meet someone for the long term, because it's the 7th house.
Okay. Let's see what the cards have to say for our Aries rising tonight.
Yes. So Aries sun sign and rising, we have big dreams. And we have solid investment. So it looks like, yes, if you find someone that looks like what you have been dreaming of, this could be really good investment in your long-term relationship. So this month you can meet someone that is really good partner for the long run. And also for those who are single and who are not planning on meeting anyone, not interested in that, maybe it's also a very good card with those cards and 10th house to use that time for self-care. So if you're not into the whole dating right now, maybe just date yourself for this month, because it is very empowering that you have big dreams and investment. Buy yourself flowers, go out on a date with yourself. Very good energy, and also very good investment in time in yourself.
Totally agree. Yeah. Wow. Because since there's so much energy in their 10th house, I feel like most of the Aries are going to be very career focused during the month of February. So yeah, good.
Okay. Very good. Which one do we have next, Julie?
So we're going to move to Taurus. Here we go. So Taurus rising or Taurus sun. So if you're a Taurus rising, it means Mars and Venus are in your 9th house. So for Tauruses, there's a big possibility to find love outside of your country, because it is the 9th house. It talks about international. So you could find someone also if you're traveling, or you can meet someone with a different background, a different origin than yourself, because the 9th house tends to broaden our perspective. So it brings people in our path that are different from us to broaden our perspective on life. Also, the 9th house, it could be a teacher, a mentor, or someone that is very spiritual, because it's also the 9th house. And also, Venus is your ruler, and Mars is the ruler of your 7th house. So for you two Tauruses, it's going to be a good month to maybe start a long-term partnership or find someone interesting for the long term too.
Okay, very good. There's a lot of people in the chat saying, yeah, I love to date myself. I know, right? You got to love yourself first if you're going to fall in love with somebody else afterwards. So yes, Lenita, absolutely agree with you. Okay, Julie, what do you have for the Taurus rising?
Sophie.
It's a Mercury retrograde.
It started.
It's fine. You know, we have been single for so long, me and Julie, that we know how to date ourselves and to take care of ourselves. And it's really important. Some people are not really comfortable being alone. And I think that for this particular date, it is really important that you try to be.
Okay, very good. Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay. And folks, let me know. If Sophie's volume is better. I tried to fix it, but we are having intermittent audio problems on our side. So I think that's probably the best we're going to achieve for tonight. Okay, keep going, Sophie.
Okay. So someone is already in your energy field. So I have very soon, and I have the answer is yes. And we have the priestess. So for me, this is telling me that you know or you don't know, someone is already in your energy field. You can maybe already been talking to this person. Maybe you know that person, but you don't feel a connection yet. So someone is already in your energy field, and you will have someone very soon if it's not already the case.
Wow. Okay. Taurus, you got it going on for February. Okay. Excellent.
And can you tell me something for people with Tauruses that are already in a relationship? Do you have an advice?
Absolutely. So it says follow that dreams, and with a yes. And plus we have the priestess. This tells me that try something new. Try something that maybe you have always wanted to try to travel with that person, or always wanted to talk about this specific subject, or planning something new. And this could be the perfect timing to bring that new thing with that partner.
Totally. 9th house, broaden our horizons. Yeah, totally.
Awesome. Exciting. Okay. Which one's next, Billy?
Gemini.
Let me bring that one up as well. There you go.
Okay, so Gemini. So Mars and Venus falls in your 8th house. So it means, and also you have Pluto there, which is a very sexy planet. So you have lots of magnetic energy for you. So there's a very strong possibility that you can attract someone with a very passionate energy, very magnetic, someone that you're very, very much attracted to. Also, it could be a very intense relationship, a karmic relationship, or a very strong sexual attraction. And also, if you're already in a relationship, it could talk about the 8th house. It could talk about doing some therapy, some couple therapy, working on stuff to be able to connect even more. So it talks about finding a new type of intimacy, but the really kind of good way, because you have Mars and Venus there. Also, Mercury is your planet, is going direct tonight at 11:30 p.m. Eastern time. So you will be able to move on from the past, because 8th house sometimes is kind of a difficult energy. It makes us revisit old traumas, old things that we thought we healed from. So sometimes it's back into our lives and we're like, oh no, not again. So when Mercury is direct again, you're going to be feeling like you can go forward again. So meaning, and also it could mean moving on from the past, meaning someone new too.
Okay, very good. And how about from you, Sophie, for our lovely Gemini audience?
Okay. Oh, this is talking about blooming. So this is talking about maybe feeling good. And maybe it has been a long time since you felt that good. So maybe try to put an extra attention to what you're wearing, what you are how you're presenting yourself to your partner or the world, depending of what you are in your status. So we have action. So if you are single, this is the time to put yourself in a nice outfit and go out in the world and take some action. The time for just wait around is over. You are now ready to go out in the world. And if you are in a relationship, the same applies to you. It is not just because we have this huge deal around the world that everybody has to stay home, that you need to stay home 7 days a week. You should put a nice outfit and put time and effort to plan something nice and go out and do something just to change the energy.
I love it. All right. Guys, also, if you're asking questions in the PayPal tip jar, Julie, what do you need from them in order to pull up their charts here for the second part of the show?
Mostly the rising sign, so the ascendant sign. So that's going to be very important. And also you can put your sun sign in there. So first rising sign, and just write the rising sign, let's say Leo, and then sun sign Virgo, let's say.
With your name. That's it. That's all we need. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone, for supporting us on the PayPal tip jar. We'll get to that here in the second part of the show. I'm accumulating the questions now. Okay. Julie, which one is next now after
Cancer is.
Cancer. Let me bring that one up also. There you go.
Lucky Cancers.
All righty.
Thank you. So Mars and Venus are both in your 7th house, which is the house of partnerships. So you're the lucky signs for the month of February. So it's going to be a very good energy for you to find a stable, loving relationship, a long-term one. So for sure, the 7th house is more than just romance. It can talk about all sorts of relationships and partnerships. But because we have Mars and Venus there in such like a high energy all month of February, it's going to be a very good energy for you to meet someone if you're single, or if you're already in a relationship. It's going to be really good, a good energy to rekindle the flame. Also, it makes you very magnetic to other people because you have this strong, passionate energy in your 7th house. So it makes you look good. People are drawn to you. Also, for you, it's going to be important that you change the way you talk and you think about others, because you have Mercury and Pluto right there in your 7th house, and Mercury is moving direct. So Mercury is thought, it is the language. So be careful how you manifest while you're speaking about relationship, about what you want in your life, because it's going to affect your future a lot more than you think. And also some Cancers might be leaving old relationship behind because we have Pluto there. So it's a possibility. But also there's a strong possibility that new people enter your life with Mars and Venus.
Okay, very good. And Sophie.
Okay, so wow, you have divine timing and party.
I like this.
I love this. So the time to meet new people, I think, is there. So with divine timing, the right persons will meet. Okay. So I have the Hierophant. With divine timing in love life, this is the ultimate goal for relationship. This is committed relationship. So Cancer, if you are single, please go out, please meet new people. And with this party energy, we all know that it's not possible all around the world, but it is to say that you should have fun and you should have this energy of party anyway, and just go out with a good energy and go out with good intention also. If you are already in a relationship, this is a time to celebrate. So please take some time out to celebrate together.
Okay. Good advice for everyone, I think, right now. Absolutely.
Yeah, let's all celebrate. There's always a reason for celebration, right?
Right. Okay. Which
next
one
up,
next?
Yeah, we have Leo. So if you're a Leo rising, or if Mars and Venus fall in your 6th house. So 6th house is the house of daily routines. It's the house of work. It's the house of health also. So there's a strong possibility that you find romance at work or in your everyday life, everyday routine. Or also for some, not everyone, but I'm just going to mention it just in case. For some Leos, it could be a romance with an employee, a co-worker. And also 6th house is the house of mentors. So it could be a life coach, a health coach. And also you have the bringer of gifts, Jupiter, in your 8th house. So this is very good for finding a really fulfilling sense of true intimacy in your life. So this is a good energy for you, Leos.
Okay, very good. And Sophie.
Okay, we have a bit of a dark energy here, and I will explain it, because we have Dark Night of the Soul and we have fighting, and then we have the Emperor. So it is saying that you will be meeting a new partner that will have a lot of energy, and I will put that really a good side, because I don't think this is a bad energy. I think that you will push through your limits and you will heal some traumas and bad energy that you could have in your life in the past. So this is, to me, like you conquered a bad period of time, and now you have the new partner showing up. So this is really good. And if you are already with someone, with every planet that was retrograde soon, what am I talking about? So when I'm channeling, the words in my head are just a mess, and I'm not invited. Sorry. So with the planets Venus and Mercury that was retrograde, I think that you pushed through a hard period, and now you are conquering that hard time, and it is past. So really, it's a good energy.
Wow, very good.
So issues are in the past. That's good.
You passed the test with flying colors, and now you own this. You have the Emperor.
Good.
So now you reap the rewards for all the hard work and succeeding the test. Wow. Okay, that's beautiful. Leos, man. Okay. Julie, what's up next?
We're moving to Virgo now. So Virgo risings. So Virgo risings or Virgo sun, but put some more emphasis if you're a rising Virgo. So it should falls, the Mars and Venus energy, it should falls in your 5th house, which is the house of romance. So this is the other lucky sign of the night. 5th house is the sign of is the house of fun, of romance, of love. So it's kind of the honeymoon phase of love. So lots of Virgos could be meeting a new romantic partner around the month of February. Fall in love is the 5th house. Also experience romance, fun. And that's a really good energy too if you're already in a relationship, because it means that you can bring this energy back into your relationship. So more fun, more romance, more vacation. This is also the 5th house. I don't know if it's possible for you, but going to events is also a 5th house theme usually. A playful environment, sports is also a 5th house theme. So doing stuff that you do just for fun. And also, if you're already in a relationship, it can mean redefining what romance means to you, what it is, bringing back the fun into it. And also, Mercury is your ruling planet, so it's now going direct, meaning better communication in romance, more fun also. And it's a good time to plan stuff with your romantic partner or your relationships, because you're going to be in the mood to plan some downtime or also vacations.
Wow. Okay. Before we ask the tarot card, France is asking, where's Janine? We're missing that beautiful smile of hers. She's coming. She's currently recording the deep dive with Ashley. And as soon as she's done with that, she'll be joining us here on the show very shortly. Okay. Back to you, Sophie, for our Virgos.
Yes. Okay, Virgos, we have future and dream, and then we have abundant. So for me, when we have those two cards, it's the time to go back to what dream you left behind, and it's the time to really explore them. And with the tarot, we have the Page of Pentacles. So really, it's the time to put any resources you have and the time into yourself and to your dreams that you left behind, maybe because you have less time, maybe you had kids and it was not the time. And this applies to a relationship, and this applies to Virgos that are not in a relationship. So it is your time to have fun and to dream big.
I love it.
Love it. Okay. What do we have next?
So we're moving to Libra. So Libra rising, this means the energy of Mars and Venus should fall in your 4th house. So if that's the case, lots of Libras during the month of February are going to be moving in with someone, because the 4th house is the house of home. So new energy in your home, more romantic energy in your home. It can also mean that. So rekindling the flame with the actual partners is also another meaning of this energy in the 4th house. And also Venus is your ruler, Libras, and Mars is the ruler of your 7th house. So when Venus and Mars are together the whole month, it means it's a really good energy for long-term partnerships. And also if you're single, it could mean that you can find someone for the long term. So good energy.
Okay. How about you, Sophie? What do you have for our Libras?
Okay, we have 5th dimension and we have signs. Okay, and with the tarot, we have the partnership, the 2 of Cups. For me, it means that the universe is conspiring to bring you someone to love. And if you are single, pay attention to signs from above, because it is very clear that they want to bring you love in your life. Be open to it. If you are already in a relationship, if you are having some problems, or if you don't have any problems but you want to plan for the future, you can also ask guidance from above to help you have a deeper connection with your loved one.
Oh, wow. That's great advice. Yeah, France says, oh, and you have a beautiful smile too, JC. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. That's amazing. Oh, and Violet Biggs, yes. So nice to have maybe some lighter topics tonight. I know.
We need that too, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Julie, back to you. What's next?
Okay. So we're now at Scorpio. So if Scorpio falls on your ascendant, so your Scorpio rising, this means the Mars and Venus conjunction should be in your third house. So there's a good possibility for single Scorpios to find love online because it is the third house. Also, if you're meeting someone new, it can mean lots of messages exchanged. And if you're single or in a relationship, for Scorpios, it means that communication will be a lot better with your partner because Mercury is moving direct in the house of communication. So it means it's going to be smoother, more harmonious. So that's really good news. And also Mars is your traditional ruler, and it meets with Venus, which is the house of the ruler of your seventh house. So it means for you also, if you begin a partnership at this time during the month of February, it's going to be a very good long-term partnership. So good to know.
Okay, very good. And how about you, Sophie?
Okay, we have purge and we have invasion. Okay, so that tells me that in the past you have purged past karmas and you have learned your lessons basically, and now you have put your limits and you have done the work. So let's look at the tarot. We have the new opportunity in love showing up. You have done the work and now it's the rewards. So either you are in a relationship and you have tried hard to stay with positive and good energy, or either you are single and you have done the same, you are getting the rewards.
Wow. Nadia, in the PayPal tip jar, she was asking about her relationship with her husband. We'll get back to her, but they're both a Scorpio rising, so I think they're going to like what you're saying right now. I'll get back to that, Nadia, in the second part of the show, and we'll bring your husband into that as well in the mix. We'll try to get a nice reading for you guys. That's a really nice donation. Thank you so much. Okay, Julie, which one's next?
Okay, so Sagittarius rising, it means that Mars and Venus are going to be in your second house. So second house is usually the house of investment or money. So it means you're going to have lots of energy to invest and go after your projects. But in the love department, it can also mean that you can also find the joy in going in nature, because second house is also the house associated with Taurus. So if you're single, you can meet someone, maybe going walking in nature. Also, second house can mean enjoying arts. So it could be a good possibility for you to meet someone new if you're single, but also if you're already in a relationship, it could be a good idea of something to do. So go out in nature or enjoy arts. I don't know if you could go to a museum or something like that, but it's a good possibility for you. And also Tauruses, which is the second house, which is this energy right now. It's all the pleasures of the five senses. So massage, aromatherapy, good wine, good food. So it could be good ideas for you to... Chocolate, yeah. He knows.
I know. Love it.
So this could be some good ideas for you to find this passion back into your life.
Okay, very good. And Sophie, what do you have for our Sagittarius rising audience members?
Oh, okay. So we have the Tao cloud and we have now healthy and confident. So there is a good change of energy in your life. And I think that is what happened when we end this retrograde. You know, it was hard for a lot of people and now it gets easier, and we have the energy of the Page of Wands saying that you should try new things. And since it's the Wands, you know, you should try whatever it is that you said, Julie, with the Taurus. So try to have a good bubble bath or a nice dinner and try new things that are just very physical. So it could bring you joy to you. So if you have a good wine, or if you want to go out and do sport together, something that is bringing you a good 5 sense energy. It is something that you should do. And you can meet people doing that. You can meet people walking outside and trying new things. And you can also rekindle the flame doing the same.
Okay, very good. Julie, next.
So moving on to Capricorns rising. So it means this energy should be in your first house, because we have these 4 planets right now in your sign. So it means lots of energy for you, lots of possibilities for you to start new projects. So it's a really good energy, but also you're going to be feeling so much lighter now that Mercury is going direct. And if you're single, there's gonna be a good possibility to find love with just the fact of being aligned with yourself, because first house is the house of self. So by putting some efforts in being more aligned, doing projects that motivate you, doing stuff that you like for yourself, so working on your self-worth and do stuff just for you is going to align you with the right people in your life. It's going to make you a lot more magnetic if you're in your own energy also. And if you take care of your physical body, because it's the first house. So maybe do some more training, just put some more attention on your physical self. It's going to be, you're going to be a lot more magnetic, and so you can attract all the right relationships for you.
Wow.
And also for single Capricorns, because we have this super strong sextile right now with Mars and Jupiter in your 3rd house. So it means online dating is also a good option for you, and you're going to seeing lots of communications with writing and texting.
Oh, very good. And folks, if you speak French, maybe go check out yesterday's episode. Julie and I spoke about being in your authentic self, and how when you're not, the right people around you cannot see you because you're out of frequency. So if you speak French, go check out that episode. We might come back to some of those topics in a later show, also in English. Sophie, back to you. What do the cards have to say for our Capricorns?
Okay, Capricorn, it says that you should go show your true colors now. It is a time to shine and be yourself. And like Julie said, if you feel out of shape, or if you don't feel that good in your body, it is a time to really put your energy into that, so you can again shine and be proud of yourself. Let me take a card of tarot just to confirm that message. And yes, again, we have this card showing up just to put you, put some energy in your body, put some energy also in your life. Go out for a nice walk and just feel your energy. If you can imagine red root going from your feet to the center of the world, this could give you some energy back into your body. And this will make you so much more magnetic, and you will feel good in your body. Whatever you are single or in a relationship, this will help you with your relationship, just being in a frequency of feeling good about yourself.
Nice.
Wow,
Well
very
said.
good. Okay, Julie, which one's next?
So we have Aquarius now. So if you're an Aquarius rising, it means that this energy of Mars and Venus is in your 12th house. So for you, it's going to be a little special, because 12th house talks about the past. So it could mean for you a past lover coming back into your life. Also maybe reconnected with someone from the past, and it can also mean meeting someone new from a past life. So that's another possibility of the 12th house. Or if you're meeting someone new around the month of February, because we have Mars and Venus together, it could be in a 12th house, a very spiritual partner. Also, it could be a healer or someone that does a lot of meditation, yoga. Or another 12th house meeting would be far away places. So maybe you could meet someone that lives abroad, or in an island or near water, which is also a manifestation of the 12th house. So, and if you're already in a relationship, it's a good month to really work more on spiritual topics with your partner, because 12th house is spirituality.
Wow. You guys are getting a lot of love in the chat. Everybody's excited about this high energy conversation tonight. So thank you, everyone, for all those amazing comments. You keep us going. Somebody was asking where to put a question in the tip jar. So when you go and you select the amount you want to tip, there's a little section, add note. So you just click there. Of course, we'll do our best to answer all of the questions, but we often run out of time because there's too many questions. So we do appreciate that you are supporting us this way also, so that we can continue doing these shows and answering questions here on the live stream for everyone. So a big thank you to all of you who are supporting us in that way. Okay, Sophie, back to you for Aquarius.
Okay, Aquarius, we have signs, and then we have the COVID card. So for you, with those cards, pay a good attention, you two, to the signs, because it is a period when maybe people feel more isolated and maybe it feels a bit more difficult to meet, but you have so many energies trying to send you to the right direction. So all you have to do this month is ask, and you will get some advice that will point you to where you should go next. So whatever you are in a relationship and you're unsure, or you want to go further in that, or you are alone, this is the time to ask the universe and you will receive the answer.
Okay. Universe is supporting you. That's good. I love that. Okay. Sophie, which one is next? Julie? I'm reading too many screens at the same time. Bear with me.
Okay, so lastly, we have Pisces. So
last
if
one.
you're a Pisces rising, it means that the Mars and Venus conjunction is going to be in your 11th house. So 11th house is, well, okay, we have it. So 11th house is the house of friends. So for you, it can mean that a friend is turning into a lover or a partner. Also, another manifestation of the 11th house might be meeting someone new from your friend circle, or meeting someone online, which is also the 11th house, or through similar interests, because 11th house is connecting with people with that are like-minded. So let's say you meet someone on BeyondMystic in the chat. So that could be an 11th house manifestation.
Somebody said earlier, is JC starting a dating service? So maybe you guys in 20 years from now say, oh, I met in the Beyond Mystic chat. There you go.
Right? That would be amazing. So yeah, so that would be a good 11th house manifestation. So 11th house is like finding your soul tribe. So you're going to follow people that you like, that are going to talk about topics that interest you. So it's a good way of meeting people if this energy is in your 11th house.
What happened? Did we lose Sophie?
I think so.
I was like, was it something I said? I didn't click anything, I swear to God. Okay, let's wait for Sophie to come back in. Is there more on the chart here for
no, it's
oh my God. Through. She left at the most inopportune time. Lakeside Laura says, yeah, friends make the best lover. And it's funny, as you said that, Lakeside Laura, I had a huge deja vu of putting that comment on the screen. So isn't that wild? Okay, Sophie's back. Woo. All right. Sophie,
Mercury retrograde still. I am so sorry about it, people.
No worries.
Sorry about the sound, and now it's my computer. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. You're back. That's what counts. Okay. So Sophie, we need some cards on Pisces for the month of February and their love life.
Okay, Pisces. So you have awakening, and then we have no. So this could mean that this month you will meet some people who are not exactly on the same page as you are. And that is okay. We need some healthy debate sometimes, and people are not exactly on the same page at the same time. Let that just be a healthy debate, a healthy meeting, and that will be a good just a good experience in general. This in your life is to make you just understand which is meant to be and which is not meant to be. And if you say no to the wrong person, the right person will show up even faster. So if you are in a relationship and you don't have the same ideas, maybe this is just saying that this month you have to put extra care and extra love and respect into that communication. now that we have Mercury direct. And if you are meeting some people who are not exactly on the same page, maybe you can know if it's not meant to be or meant to be, but with some communication and respect. And the next person, if you're choosing not to have this person in your life, will show up and it will be the right one.
Okay, very good. Are we done with all the signs, Julie? Yeah.
Already?
Okay, already. Yes. Okay. You told me before we did the show that we needed to do a special gift, and this is a surprise for Sophie. Do you want to set that up, Julie?
Yeah, so we had a lovely soul in the chat that sent a gift for Sophie, and I received it in Maison Jupiter's mailbox. So I'm doing the unboxing today for you, Sophie. And so she knows you're in a... I'm sorry?
I said thank you so much for that person who took the time and the effort to send that. It is lovely, and I really appreciate it. More than I can say.
Awesome.
So I think you're going to be very happy about it. So these are Elvis earrings. So
hey, wait. Oh, hold on. Let me bring you up on the full screen. Bring that closer. There you go. Oh, yeah.
My camera's a bit out of focus, but so these are amazing. Sophie's a huge fan of Elvis, so thank you, Violet Biggs. And she made a pin.
Oh my God.
An Elvis pin. And wait, it's not over.
It's not over. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm trying to. So these are I don't know, barrette. I don't know how we say that in English.
Hair clips. Hair clips.
Hair clips. Yeah.
It's amazing. Thank you so much.
And there's other.
Yo, wait. Do the hair clips have Elvis on it too?
Yeah. It's all Elvis branded. And there's another earring. I'm just gonna show you one with Elvis on it. So it's like it would fit perfectly with your outfit right now. Thank you.
Yeah, actually, yes. I love it. Wow. Well, thank you so much. Violet, is she still in the chat? I saw her earlier.
She is.
Say hello to Sophie. Violet, if you're in the chat, I'll bring it up on the screen. Sophie, what's your...
she's there. Yes, all Elvis.
What's your reaction, Sophie?
It's amazing. So much love. Thank you so much. It's more than I can say. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it so much.
Very good. Why don't we do a special reading for Violet for the month of February, or do we want to do a personal situation reading? What do you guys think is best?
I know Violet Biggs was going some rough personal situation. I saw that yesterday, so maybe we could send her a little message of hope with the cards.
Okay.
About what's coming.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's do that. And so a big thank you to you, Violet Biggs, and for the audience members, if you want to support us and sending Violet here some amazing healing and loving energy for tonight, and that will propel Sophie in the reading also and see what the cards have to say for Violet.
Okay, the cards are flying. Okay. So definitely this is a good message for you. We have that in the past, you were supposed to be admired, and some people were not really on the same level that they should have been. So in the past, people were supposed to understood the chance they have to be with you, and they didn't. So those people were not meant to stay in your energy field. In the present moment, it says refocus your energy towards the inside and really try to not give your energy to anyone else. So if you can meditate, take your time to date yourself, buy yourself flowers, you deserve it. In the present moment, this is the best thing you could do to redirect your energy towards somewhere that you want it. And this is inside of you. And in the future, we have big dreams. So in the future, you have the energy of retaking control of all of your resources and being able to have the energy to get exactly where you want to go. So this is very good energy, but it starts with now refocusing your energy inside of you towards you and doing self-care, self-love. It is really important to take some time off to do so.
Wow, that's amazing. I hope that resonates with you, Violet. Anything you wanted to add to that, Julie?
Well, I feel like according to what Sophie was saying, I feel like it's a more getting back into the cocoon moment to be able to now expand it later on with the big dreams card. So I feel like big things and positive things are on their way. So now you just have to bring the energy back to you to be able to heal and gather yourself. So yeah, I feel good things are coming for her. I'm pretty sure.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Violet, and thank you so much for being an amazing moderator here in the chat. You always bring the high frequency to everyone each and every night, and I absolutely love you for that. So big thank you. And she says, "Oh, you're making me cry." No, don't cry. Tears of joy. So everyone say a big thank you to Violet for that beautiful
Thank you
gift.
so much.
That's absolutely amazing. And let's send her our love and healing energy for tonight. Okay, Janine is almost done with the last recording, so she should be here shortly. In the meantime, let's start with some of our readings here from the PayPal tip jar. I alluded to this a few moments ago. This one is from Nadia, so I'll bring this up on the screen here. Whoops, can you guys see that? Okay, no, let me do the share screen here. Actually, before we do that, I see, okay, Nadia, I'll be back. Hold on a second. I do see that Janine is in the chat. So let me bring the amazing and beautiful Janine here. Janine, how are you?
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Good.
You're doing
We're doing
great.
well. How are you, Janine?
I'm doing good. I was watching. It was awesome.
Well, thank you so much. So, folks, as you know, let me get this little crystal ball out of my face. There we go. Okay. So, as you know, folks, we are triple casting to Sending Ravens tonight. There's a reason for that. Julie and Sophie wanted to gift a personal reading to Janine for her love life. And of course, we asked Janine her permission, and she says, "Yes, I want to know." So, let's do a show. So, Julie, do you want to preface this a little bit? How are we going to do this reading tonight? Explain to the audience what we're going to do here. And let's get Janine all excited here for her love life reading for February.
And I put my Romeo and Juliet shirt so to get us in the mood. Okay.
Very good.
So first of all, the major energy for everybody for the month of February is Venus and Mars coming together for the whole month. So for you, Janine, it's going to fall in your 10th house. So it's already in your 10th house, which is the house of career. So it means that you're very magnetic right now. So you have lots of personal power to put in your public image. So it's going to attract the right people into your life because you're putting your energy out there. You're feeling very magnetic with it, very powerful. You're on your path. So when it's you have that many planets in your 10th house, it means that you have lots of energy magnetic energy to put in your career. And also at the end of the month, Mars and Venus are going to move into your 11th house. And the 11th house is the house of internet, is the house of meeting someone online. So that could be the case for you. And also 11th house is the house of friendships. So another possibility for if it falls in your 11th house, it means maybe a friend that turns into a partner, or also it could be someone from your soul tribe, because 11th house talks about the people that have the same beliefs or same interest as you. So maybe the same sites that you're going to get information, or the same circles. So it could be someone from those kind of circles. And also I circled an important date for you, Janine, on February 22nd. So 22222 for you.
Wow. Okay.
I think it's going to be a major date because Jupiter is going to fall on your ascendant. And for a woman, having Jupiter in an important position, like on your ascendant, it could be husband material for a woman. So yeah.
Awesome.
So that could be great. So it's going to be a very, very lucky time for you to attract, but not only like a partner, but for attracting everything that you want, because Jupiter is going to be in Pisces. So it's going to be full power on your ascendant. So you're going to be very magnetic to do manifestation and attract whatever you want.
Shauna says, please, universe, send Janine a hunky trucker. There you go.
And last thing I saw, at the same time on February 22nd, Mercury would also be on your Jupiter in your 11th house. So there's like a double Jupiter connection for you, which is very powerful. So it means lots of exchange of ideas, lots of communication. So you're going to be very inspired with the intellect of that person. So.
Awesome.
Now, for the audience members, we do have the chart for that. We didn't bring it up on the screen. Of course, it has Janine's personal information on it. So, but we are going to send this to Janine right after the show, so she has the chart in her position. Okay, your first reaction to that, Janine, before we ask Sophie to pull cards.
That's awesome. This is so much fun.
This is a better 2222 for you than for the world.
Wow.
I love it.
It has been a really great couple of years. I got to tell you, like the Saturn returned again. So my second Saturn return, when you turn every like 29 and a half years, you got a Saturn return, and started out really rough with the whole lockdowns and everything, and just been getting better and better because I just found my voice and my personal freedom within. The repressed energy of the world made me call out for my personal freedom, and hopefully everybody else's. If I can be of any help, I'm going to be like, I found my purpose again, right? I had lots of purposes, and I've been repurposed for this journey, and it's so exciting to be doing it with everybody. So what Julie said kind of sounds like I'm going to meet somebody from the tribe I've met online.
Interesting.
So that's exciting.
Or perhaps in your New Mexico trip, who knows?
Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's bring up Sophie and see what she has to add. Go ahead, Sophie. Go ahead.
I would say so, because you go towards the sun, and the sun is the masculine energy. So for me, it is coming into your life really soon. And let me show you those cards, since you know what I'm talking about. Wow. Queen of Cups and the Fool. So this is a brand new start, an emotional new start for you. And we have here the Knight of Wands. So this could mean with the Hangman. So what I'm saying, yes. So what I'm saying here for you, it is not only you are going towards divine masculine. This is not only that, but you are going with new fresh energy and with hope in heart. And with the Hangman, this is someone that you have a connection that is deep, and you have a connection that is spiritual. So it could be someone from a past life. It could be someone that you meet and you resonate instantly. It is also a very passionate new romantic relationship. So you have to know that you will be attracting a lot during that period of time, and this partner will be really interesting in what you have to do, to say, and will be really interesting to see you a lot.
Okay.
Wow, I love it. Oh my God, Janine, what are your thoughts?
A lot. Okay. I like lots of space. It's like not too much, I hope. Yeah, it sounds exciting, but a little scary.
But also with that Jupiter in Pisces, I feel like it could be a very spiritual partner. So that could be good.
Okay.
With the sharing space, letting you have your bubble. So I think it could be a good balance there.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope they don't try telling me what to do.
Well, I don't think that would work, Janine.
That's not gonna work. Somebody said Janine's not a gal; she's a universe. Yes, ma'am. That's so true. Okay, Julie, why don't we? Janine, why don't you ask Julie for either any precisions on that reading, any other questions perhaps you would have for your love life moving forward? Let's see what Sophie can pull for you as well.
Well, is there any way either of you could get a take on the birth sign of the person, or some kind of energy that they sort of they send, you know what I mean? Like, what are they coming with? It may not be their sun sign, but what's the essence of the energy? If we could get a little feel for that. I don't know if you guys do that kind of thing, but.
Who wants to go first?
I'll let Sophie go first.
Sophie? Okay.
I have Scorpio here. Julie, you can maybe check, but I have Scorpio and Taurus also. So someone who isn't afraid to be spiritual, who isn't afraid to ask deep, meaningful questions. And also we have the energy of Taurus, because you ask for it. We have independence. We have someone who will let your space and will understand when you need alone time. So we have both here.
Perfect. Okay. Those are good signs, because my sun, moon, Scorpio, moon, sun in Taurus. So yeah, I could work with that kind of energy.
I could work with that. Julie, anything else you see in the chart maybe that could support what Sophie was saying or add to it maybe?
Well, as I said earlier, I think there's going to be a strong spiritual energy. So because that Jupiter is going to be in Pisces, so maybe not, I don't think it's going to be necessarily a Pisces, but like some of the good qualities of a Pisces. So very compassionate, very spiritual, loves spirituality, meditates, something like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
And GB is saying, don't worry, Janine, his name is Denzel.
I heard Denzel's happily married, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think he's taken. Yeah. Okay. One last question, Janine. Anything else you want to know? Now's the time.
Wow.
You never treat yourself to all these readings, so now's the time.
Like a glutton getting all this attention. Okay. Is there a look to them? I mean, I don't know if you guys do that kind of thing, but sometimes I'll get a look with a card. So could we just play around with that? Or
sure,
okay.
I'll let Sophie.
Or younger or older, like we could just play around with that.
I have the cozy and safe and familiar. So when I have that, usually it means that this person looks like someone that you can trust from the first time you look at them. And this is someone that the energy is so warm and loving that you feel familiar and safe around them. So it's not for say that they will be blonde or broad shoulders, but you will feel from their energy at first look that you can feel safe with them.
Awesome.
Wow.
Cool.
That's amazing. Okay. Awesome. Julie, anything to add maybe from the chart also?
Well, not from the chart, but from what Sophie was saying, I would say like maybe more of a strong divine masculine type of physique. I feel like maybe more strongly built than that's my feeling from what Sophie was saying.
Okay, very good. Wow.
You guys are good. You guys are good at this.
Oh, well, thank you so much for joining us, Janine. Of course, we have a lot of love for you in the chat. I have to say also, we were talking about this on the show last night, coming into authenticity makes it possible for you to meet the right people in your life, whether those are business relationships or personal relationships. And you, Janine, fall in both of those categories for me, both in the business and personal. And I couldn't have it any other way. I'm so happy you're here, and I'm so happy to support you in your mission as well. And I'm so happy to have found also now the amazing Julie and Sophie to add to this collective. We are an amazing group, and I'm just so elated to have all of you guys here and everyone in the chat. So a big thank you to all of you. You guys are amazing.
Right on. Thanks, everybody. Keep doing what you're doing, and I'll see you guys soon.
Okay.
Thank you, Janine.
Well, folks, you can find Janine, of course.
Lovely to see you.
Thank you. You can find Janine, of course, at Tarot by Janine and here on Sending Ravens. A big thank you for Janine to join us here tonight on this live interactive special show on romance and Valentine. Okay, so let's go back to our PayPal tip jar. Oh my God, Nadia's been waiting a while. So let me go back to that question. Let me see if I can zoom that into the screen for you guys. Absolutely amazing. So guys, give us a big thumbs up or a big heart in the section here if you love what we just did for Janine. We're having so much fun here together. Yes. Yes, JC has a lot of work wives. Yeah, I got a lot of work wives. That's true. I love that. I love that. Okay, I'll put the hearts back on the screen. Okay, so now Nadia. Okay, so let me see if I can zoom that in the middle. Okay, so we're gonna start with Sophie, but Nadia's asking here. So I am a Scorpio rising and Sun Taurus, and her husband is also rising Scorpio and Pisces Sun. Can we work out our difficulties? Now, when you guys were talking about Scorpio earlier, you said that it had been a lot of work, but they were moving kind of out of troubled waters and they were going to reap the benefits for the Scorpios. So let's go back on that for you first. Julie, t'as-tu ce que tu as besoin pour la carte? You have what you need here? Okay, so let's go back to Sophie now and see what the cards have in store for Nadia and her husband.
So what I have here is that you guys are too much reacting right now to what you are both saying. So you could have a bit more argument than usual right now, just because you are fast to react. And I think you have been a bit short fused with each other recently. I don't see that this stays. I see that it was due to mainly the retrograde and maybe other factor, but I see that it's fastly coming to an end, and we have lighter and love energy coming in. So we have divine partnership, and we have Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, it's mainly nurturing, self-care, acting like we are almost the mother of the other person. So we take care of that person. We understand their needs, and we give them the distance when they need that, and we give them the attention when they need that. So use that for you and your partner, and I think it will shift completely the energy towards you guys.
Wow. Wow, Nadia, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Sophie, for that. Somebody in the chat is saying, you're everybody's brother and we love you, JC. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. And yes, you're all my family. That's how I feel about the Beyond Mystic audience. So thank you for that. Okay, Julie, now what does the chart have to say for this lovely couple? Can we put that up on the screen? There you go.
Yeah,
okay.
I just did.
Awesome. You're
So
too
both-
fast.
I'm becoming good at this. Okay, so
Okay.
both of them are Scorpio rising, which means you have lots of energy in your third house, which is the house of communication. So you had Mercury, the planet of communication, going retrograde for the last month. So today is going direct. But since it's really close to your planet, Pluto, which is a very intense planet, and you're an intense sign, both rising, Scorpio rising, so it means that you had to work through lots of issues with communication. So communication here for you is really the key. So that was the goal for you, to go through all this process to make it better, to learn how to communicate, to learn how to solve issues. And I think it's going to be much better, but just watch out because now that Mercury is moving direct, it's going to hit another time the planet Pluto, which is both of your planet, on the 11th of February. So there's another chance to have maybe like a fight or a little argument or something that comes up from the past, because Pluto talks about hidden secrets and traumas. So some stuff like that might come up from the past, but it's only in order to heal it. But I think this time that Mercury is going on Pluto while being direct, I think it's going to be a much better chance to move on from the past hardships that you guys face. So I think the energy moving forward is a lot better.
Wow. Okay, Nadia, I hope that helps for you and your husband. Thank you so much again for that amazing tip jar donation. That's absolutely amazing. Okay, Laura B is the next questioner. Let me see if I can bring that one back on the screen. Laura is Virgo rising and Leo sun for you, Julie. So Virgo rising, Leo sun. No specific questions, so let's just go to romance relationships here, Sophie, for the month of February.
Do I start?
Yes, sorry. Go ahead, Sophie.
Okay. It says first, release any expectation right now because you have, well, I know it's not in the right order, but try to release any expectation. You have a good gift that is coming for you. So this summer, you should expect huge amount of love. So I think that someone is coming in your love life. If you're single, maybe before summer, and then during the summer you will have this amazing solid relationship. So for me, you will start dating really soon, and this is a gift from the universe. And your mission to do right now is to release any expectation. Try to just relax. Try to just let it go, and it will come into your life naturally.
Wow. Okay, Laura, and for you, Julie, what do the alignments say for Laura?
Well, Laura, you kind of have like the best placements for love right now. So you're a Virgo rising. It means that Mars and Venus are in your 5th house, which is the house of romance. And you also have Jupiter. So because you're a woman, so Jupiter is like husband material for a woman in your 7th house, which is the house of partnerships. So it's written all over the board that love is going to be really emphasized for you, and it's going to be a very powerful energy. So lots of possibilities of meeting someone new, and it's going to be very fun. So as Sophie was saying, release expectations, because it might be just at first you're not going to know for sure if it's going to be long term or whatever, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So you can really enjoy yourself. And while Jupiter is in your 7th house, for sure you're going to find someone that's going to be very important in the long run.
Wow.
And if you are already in a relationship, the same applies. That means that release expectation that things are not working the way you want it to be. But you know what? It's going to work, and it's going to be a lot of fun and love energy.
Wow. And
for
Sophie,
sure.
Go ahead, Julie.
I was gonna say the two houses that talk about love are super well aspected for you. So while if you're in a relationship or single, it means February is gonna be an awesome month for you.
Wow. Okay. Le Chat says, the Elvis cards are warming up my heart. Sophie, you got a lot of good comments about the Elvis cards, that's for sure. And Insight and Senses, JC, you're the absolute best moderator. So kind and compassionate. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that too, man. A lot of love tonight in the chat. I love it. Okay, let me put my attention to the Discord channel for the Insider Access Pass members. I think the first one was Colette. Colette, Julie is Ascendant Taurus and Sun Leo.
So you said Taurus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, she says my ascendant and moon is in Taurus and my sun is in Leo. So if it sounds?
Yeah.
Okay. So Sophie, let's start with you for Colette. Merci beaucoup, Colette. Thank you for being an Insider Access Pass member.
So right now, it says that you could have some blockages related to love life. So if you want it to be blockages that just leaves your heart and is no longer there, maybe go see a Reiki healer, or maybe concentrate on what you want. Maybe do your vision board, visualize what you want to attract in your life. This is a very powerful month, so it is the time to do so. If you have someone in your love life, maybe just try to open up your heart even more to that person, because right now I have the energy of numbing in your heart center. And this could be, this could be only the time that passed and we are maybe with the same person for a long time. So just try to open up your heart center to that person again, and just to try to communicate better with that person, and things will fall into place naturally.
Okay, very good. Julie, what does the chart has to say for Colette?
Well, I have to say it does make a lot of sense with are you gonna I'm trying to share my chart, but I don't know. Oh,
there you
go. So yeah, it does make a lot of sense with the astrology, because all these planets along with Mars and Venus, are in your 9th house. And the 9th house is the house of belief systems. So it means with Pluto there too, and Mercury that was retrograde. So it means you have a lot of work to do on getting rid of old belief systems that are not in alignment anymore with what you want to attract into your life. Because Venus talks about attracting, manifesting into your life, and so it means it can talk also about, of course, relationships. So you have a lot of a little work to do, I would say, about what have been your past blocking thoughts about relationships, past belief systems that were blocking you from experiencing a fulfilling relationship with people. So I think 9th house is a really good energy for that, but also having Mercury going direct now, I think it's going to be a lot easier for you.
Okay. Well, all right. Things can change. Next one, I guess, is from Laura K. So let me bring that one up from the PayPal tip jar. Laura K. Leo rising and Aries sun for Julie. Leo rising, Aries sun. And for Sophie, she says, what's in store for my 30-year relationship? Thank you.
Okay, we have surrender, and this card, this woman is putting her hand on her heart. So again, I would say that it is a great month just to try to open up your heart even more. So if you have been in this long-term relationship, this could be a time where you work a bit on releasing your energy from your head and put your energy into your heart. So speaking with your heart a lot more than you are used to do. Plan some new things, try to learn some new things together and develop some skills together, communication, try new things, go outside of the box. And you know what? This will unblock your energy from your heart, and this will make this month magical.
Wow. Okay, that's very good. Linda Christie. Oh, wait. Julie. Sorry, I was going too fast. Laura K. For the chart alignments. Julie.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to try to put that on the screen. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
I'm sorry, guys. There's something wrong tonight. My whole screen, every time I click on something, it doesn't work. Like everything is jittery tonight. I don't know.
Well, me too. Maybe we're trying to do the same thing at the same time.
Oh, that could be. Okay. I was like, what the hell? Somebody else is using my mouse. Anyways, okay. All right, keep going, Julie.
Okay. So yeah. So major energy, I would say, in your house of partnership is having Saturn there. So Saturn, it has a good side to it, but also it's known to suck the fun out of a house, and the house of partnership is kind of a tough one. But in the long run, Saturn asks you, it puts challenges in your way, but in the long term, it's in order to have like a really strong basis for a relationship. So it kind of tests your relationship, but to make sure that the people that are in your life are going to move forward with you in alignment with you for the long term. And while we have the sun on Saturn, so we can feel a little bit more depressed, a little bit more like it's not the most enthusiastic energy. But what can be a little bit more fun, you have all these planets in your 6th house, which is the house of routine. So as Sophie was saying, if you try to change up maybe a little bit your routine with your partner, try new things, because 6th house is a bit like doing the same thing in the same order every day. But now you have Mars and Venus, so it's time to schedule some fun maybe into your routine, try new things, try to change it up a little bit. So I think it could be really helpful. And also it's the house of health. So maybe try to do some healthy stuff with your partner, eat right, do exercise together, walk outside together, research on health related stuff. So I think it's going to be, it's going to bring more fun into your partnership.
Okay, very good. The next question is from Linda in the PayPal tip jar. Linda is a Gemini rising and a Gemini sun, grand trine, she says.
Okay.
So Julie, pick that up. And so for you, Sophie, what do you have for Linda in terms of February and romances?
Okay, so we have some people who have difficult time relationship. We have destruction and tribe. So this tells me that you could have been through a grand dilemma of what is aligned with me, what is not aligned with me anymore. And with this, let me take some tarot cards. Yes, so we have the Six of Cups, which is the card of unconditional love. So I think you are in a challenge of determining whether or not this relationship is still aligned with you or not. And this could lead to your truth on unconditional love. So yes, you have unconditional love for that person in your life, but does it mean that you want that person to stay in your life or not? That will be to determine.
Okay. All right. Julie, what does the chart have to say?
So because you're a Gemini rising, you have all these planets in your 8th house, which is the house of big transformation. So for sure, you're going to have people coming into your life also with this Mars and Venus conjunction into your 8th house. So that's a very sexy alignment. But also you have Pluto there and Mercury. So lots of work on your old traumas, on your old way of doing intimacy, because it is the 8th house. So 8th house is the house of really merging together with someone in a very intimate way, but also it can be very karmic and spiritual. So the 8th house can be a tough energy sometimes to navigate, but now I think you're going to be more energized with the coming of Mars and Venus there, and also with Mercury moving direct. So I think you're going to be able to move forward from the past, because you might have had some karmic relationship that you had to deal with coming from the past, but now I think with Mercury, after the 11th, when Mercury is going to be on Pluto and then moving forward, I think the energy is going to feel a bit lighter for you.
Okay. Well, that looks good. It's promising. Next question from the Insider Access Pass Discord. Susan, 1111. She's a Virgo rising and an Aries sun, Julie. So Susan, 1111 for you, Sophie.
Okay, we have, oh wow, we have settling and we have the wedding. So if you are single at the time right now, I think you will meet someone, yes, divine partnership. You will meet someone that it will lead to a really deep commitment relationship that could lead to a wedding. And if you are already in a relationship, this relationship is there to stay for a long, long time, and you have a really good chance that this relationship is extremely positive in the current moment.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And what does the astrology say also? Let me bring that up for you, Julie.
Well, it says the same thing, because, you know, Virgo risings, they have it all for the month of February and even for the spring, because you have Mars and Venus in your 5th house, as I was saying earlier, which is the house of romance. So lots of chances to have fun, have romance, new people coming along in your life. You're feeling magnetic. And also Jupiter in your 7th house. So because you're a woman, Jupiter is a husband material. So it just entered your 7th house, which is the house of partnerships. And it's going to be in your 7th house until I think summer, if I'm not mistaken, and then it's gonna go back into your 7th house during fall. So for sure during spring, until spring, for sure someone new, or it's gonna be even more strong and committed as a partnership moving along in spring.
Wow. Okay. How are your energies? We have more questions, but we're already almost an hour and a half into the show. Sophie, do you feel like taking maybe one or two more?
Yeah, one or two more. It's okay.
One or two more, it's okay. Okay, so what we'll do, let's try to pick some from the live chat also. So if you guys are in there now and you typed it in earlier, I probably missed it. It's going by really fast, so please retype your rising sign and your sun sign here in the live chat. And I will try to pick some from there as well. Before we do that, while I have you, Sophie, on the screen, maybe you can pick up a general reading for the audience members tonight as it pertains to moving forward in this month. What would the cards have to tell them?
Okay. Good. It says divine timing first, and then we have take a leap of faith. So whatever your heart is desiring, please take a leap of faith. If you want to be with someone, do it. If you want to be alone, do it. Take a leap of faith towards what you really, really want. And you know what? The universe will support you in that.
I love it. And just as I was saying that, Stella was like, please pull cards for the collective. Thank you. I'm like, I did. There you go. You must be psychic, Stella. Okay, so the first one I picked up was from Mary Migley, and the second one was from Wild Child. So the first one, Mary, let me bring this up for you, Julie. So for the chart, Virgo Sun and Gemini Rising. So let's start with you, Sophie, since you're on the screen, for Mary Migley. What does February romance have in store for her?
So I don't know if you are currently in a relationship. What I have here is that you will meet someone. If you are single, it won't stay long into your life. Unfortunately, it is someone that is meant to just activate some love into your heart. So this person, it is a soul that you have a contract with, just to be there to activate something in you. And what is that it will activate? It's the love part. After this meeting, you will need more love, and you will need to be out there, and you will feel ready also. And if you are already in a committed relationship, this tells me that you need to be working on activating your heart center.
Wow. Wow, that's fascinating. I had a show last week with May Levy, Deep Intuitive Healing, and she was just describing how she had gone through exactly what Sophie is talking about now, meeting somebody just to kind of energize you, open up that heart chakra, and then moving along. As difficult as that may sound, it is sometimes a necessary process. Okay, what do the chart and alignments have to say for Mary, Julie?
Well, yeah, about the same thing with the astrology, because we have all these planets in her 8th house. So 8th house, as I was saying earlier, is the house of healing, is the house of intimacy, of sexuality, but also it's karmic ties. So when Sophie was saying someone might enter your life in order to shed a light on some trauma or to make you heal something, well, this is the 8th house. So, and we have Pluto there. We had Pluto there for a while, but now Mercury is going to be there on Pluto on the 11th. And we have Mars and Venus. So it's also a good chance for like a very passionate story. But as Sophie was saying, it doesn't mean that it's going to stay for a while, because it means that you have lessons to learn on about intimacy. And the 8th house is the house of Scorpio. It's all about trust. So it's all about gaining trust into someone. So being able to open up really truly, and in order to be able to have that really true connection and true intimacy with someone.
Wow. Okay. Mary, that sounds fascinating for the month of February. Okay, the next question for Sophie, Wild Child. So Cancer Rising and Scorpio Sun for you, Julie, as you prepare that. So Sophie, Wild Child for February.
Okay, I hope you are single because you received some new crush, and this sounds like very exciting energy. You will be dating someone, and you will be dating someone that will go towards you, and you will not have to pursue anyone that will come to you. It says that you will have some restraint in this relationship, because otherwise it would be too much energy. If you are in a relationship, don't use restraint and just go towards all in energy.
Wow. Okay. Wild Child it is, man. The name is very apropos. Okay. Julie, what do the alignments have for Wild Child?
Yeah, I have the same with astrology again. So all of these planets are in your 7th house, which is the house of partnerships, relationships. So it means you're very magnetic right now. So it's a really good time to feel yourself and and to really attract the right people into your life. So if you're single, as Sophie was saying, it's like the best time is February to meet someone new, because you're going to have Mars and Venus into your 7th house for the whole month. So it's going to be really, really good to be able to attract people to you. And yeah, so very magnetic. And I was going to say, if you're already in a relationship, it means that you're going to be really able to rekindle the flame, because all of this passionate energy in your partnership sector.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay. Wild Child it is. Okay, I love it. Well, thank you so much, everyone. And Wild Child says thank you there. So, okay. Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone in the Insider Access Pass Discord channel as well. You guys rock. While we end the show, so folks, a couple of things here. Let me bring this up on the screen. There is a coupon code BeyondMystic now available still for the one-on-one tarot readings with Sophie, and also in order to obtain your own personalized birth chart. Now, these Julie makes by hand. She's a graphic designer. She puts a lot of love and care into these, and they take about a week to 2 weeks to produce. How's your schedule now with these coming up on the website, Julie?
Oh, we got a lot of orders recently. So I was getting more towards a week delay, but now it's in between 1 week and 2 weeks. So
okay,
still on board with the delay.
Okay, and folks, of course, now we're having more and more shows now where we discuss astrological alignments. So this birth chart here will help you get even more out of all the content here on YouTube, but also on our pay-per-view, where we go through the Astro Woo finances every month. And the month of February is absolutely amazing. There's a lot in there for your finances as well. So do go check that out. That's MaisonJupiter.com, and you're looking for the personalized birth chart in the boutique section. Now, on top of that, for the personal readings with Sophie, how are those going along, and where is she booked till right now in the calendar?
I think now we're going to start booking for mid-March. Is that it, Sophie?
I think we are at the last week of March now.
Okay.
Or maybe a few spots mid-March, and lastly, end of March. Yeah.
Okay. And okay, so let me ask, well, actually, let's start with this one. I had this testimonial that just came up, the two of them. Julie, can you read this for the audience? And I'm also going to ask Sophie for the latest one here. Go ahead.
Sure. So Jamie was saying, I have had almost 20 years of tarot readings, but not were as accurate and spot on as Sophie. So she is truly gifted. I immediately booked again. So that's very nice. Thank you, Jamie.
That's very good. Absolutely.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
And also someone else was saying, Sophie is phenomenal. I booked a 30-minute and then rebooked for an hour. So I didn't have the full name, so I just wrote T. So you're going to recognize yourself. Thank you.
And that seems to be a recurring theme. I'm getting that also because a lot of people send me emails saying, oh my God, JC, I just had my booking with Sophie and I just booked again. So I'm like, okay, that's great. That's amazing. So let me bring you up on the screen also here, Sophie. How do you feel? You've had a whole other month here almost since the last show. You're doing so many readings. You're talking to so many of this Beyond Mystic audience. First of all, how are you feeling? And two, is there one or two maybe highlights that really touched your hearts? And what can you share with the audience?
I cannot share any personal information, of course, but I so much appreciate you guys. Like I said, like I mentioned in the last show, you have the highest vibration ever, and to be able to read people, I need to connect to your energy, and when I connect to yours, it's always a pleasure. It's always healing, and I have the pleasure and the honor to be able to be there when my clients are sometimes in tears, and it moved me a lot, and I really appreciate your trust. And it's always a safe space between us when you do a one-on-one consultation with me, and I really appreciate that.
No, very good. And Julie, any other maybe words of advice for the audience here who are trying to book with Sophie? How do they prepare for these meetings? What's the best way to approach these 1 hour sessions here with Sophie to get the maximum out of it?
Well, I think the best strategy is to prepare some personal questions, some things you want answers from, because I know she's really good with the specific questions too, but she's good when you don't have questions too. But this is the way I personally do it when Sophie does a reading for me. So if you can prepare for questions, usually people do that and they're very happy because they have more guidance for what they ask.
Okay, very good. And Lori on the screen says, JC only delivers the best, most professional guests. We thank you enormously. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I work really hard at that. And thank the beautiful and amazing and talented guests who come on my show, including Julie and Sophie here tonight. Folks, you can find Julie here at Maison Jupiter and Sophie also for the personal bookings and the birth charts. And you can find their content also here on YouTube at Maison Jupiter. They're developing there, of course, French content and more English content as they go as well. So do please remember to go there and subscribe. Let me bring that link down in the live chat for you guys as well while we are here. And finally, you can find me, Jean-Claude, at BeyondMystic 3 here. Please do remember to like, share, and subscribe if you're still watching on Janine's channel. This was the Divine Feminine Oracle, a special show for Valentine's and romance for the months of February. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you guys. Have a great evening, and we'll see you soon. Au revoir.
Au revoir.